What's up, guys? This is your girl back again with another video. And listen, Clareesa Shields is at it again, y'all. She recently made a video responding to the receipts that Layla dropped. I think that was a couple weeks ago. Might have been about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But mind you, she been poking the bear for a long time. Layla has been ignoring her. And all of this beef started over a interview that Layla did on the Breakfast Club. Mind you, she never said Clarissa's name. She never said her name. She never said her name. She's always giving her credit. She's mentored her. And Clareesa Shields is the example of a frenemy. I'm going to get close to you, but the minute that I feel like I don't really need you like that, now we enemies. And those people are what I call monitoring spirits. So let's get into it.
The lies and the fake narrative that's been created years ago. Now, someone's gotten way too comfortable dragging my name and even using my father's name to get attention and clout. Now, in case you haven't heard it, her story is that I didn't support her and I didn't pass the torch because of my jealousy and envy over her accomplishments in boxing. She says that I disrespected her and I started talking about knocking her out simply because I was bitter that she's outdone me. I've seen it happens in due time. You got Clareesa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention. Stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics a second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting. Now, at the time, I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her.
Fight the young girls coming up, and if they beat me, now they're the best. That's how you do it. My advice, Layla, is you will look a lot better, and people will stop calling you a hater and calling you jealous and old and bitter. If you actually stop hating, bro, you will look better if you was to support the black girl from Flint who made it out the trenches to where she at now. You will look a lot better. She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing. People give her props about how she built up women's boxing, and I just don't feel the same way. What really did you do for women's boxing? Like, you let it die. You let it die for 20 years, and then I had to come and put in all this extra work to get it to where it is now. I think that wasn't fair, and I don't think that she was as big as a pioneer in women's boxing as she thinks she was. Because I would never do that. I would pass the torch.
Some of you guys don't know what a monitoring spirit is. Listen, I pulled it up and we're going to read it and we're going to cover why she is exactly that. So a monitoring spirit is described as a type of demonic entity believed to observe and report on a person's life to hinder their progress, their blessings, or their spiritual growth. And that's exactly what she's doing to Layla. And quiet as it's kept, she did the same thing to Remy. Okay? Now, people want to say, well, Remy cheated on Pap first and all this and that. Listen, that's a whole separate situation. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Remy and Pap had going on, those are marital problems right there. And I'm not in one way or another justifying her behavior, because if she cheated, she needs to be disciplined. But he too has done the same thing and nobody wants to discuss it. And the thing is, when it comes down to marriages, people make mistakes all the time. It's just part of learning and growing. And to be honest with you, I really feel like they probably would have been able to work through their issues had it not become public. Okay. Now, the reason why I say that she is a monitoring spirit and she did it with Remy, because prior to Pap and Clarissa even talking, she was conversating with Remy. And now you around here sleeping with that lady husband. Like, that's sick behavior. That's sick minded stuff. Because how dare you? You communicating with her about dressing tips. Y'all communicating backwards and forwards. She telling you that she want to see you fight. When they were, I think they were in New York. I'm gonna pull those receipts and all of that. And now you right here slick dissing her on any platform that you can get while sitting behind, beside, or whatever with her now husband, because it's not her ex-husband, because they are still legally married. Period.
He did that. Remy did that. You know, and I don't even like saying her name because it's more of a thing of like, I ain't got no smoke with you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you won't smoke with me. But I don't got no smoke with you. But she the one who put out text messages and put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our business, letting them know that me and Pat was together. We were a private relationship since around like August, around that time. I never spoke on Remy because I felt like it wasn't even nothing to be spoken about. Me and you not beefing. I'm not beefing with you over a dude. He not going back and forth with both of us. He chose me and left that situation.
Another thing that's killing me with her, she keep on talking about somebody old, washed up, because she said the same thing to Remy. She said that you old and washed up, and I don't know if she said she was washed up, but basically telling her that she was old and all this and that, because she tried to clown Remy about her age, and Remy corrected her. But this is the thing, girl, what's your problem? You keep on talking about these women age, but it seems to me that they both have something that you desire. And the thing is, what's getting me with her, that's why I feel like it's mental illness, is you have what they had. You're with Remy's husband currently. You're still not happy. And you are in your prime getting all this attention without Layla even being in the picture, and you making her relevant every time you talk about her. So it's like, Clareesa Shields, what is it that you want? What you want? You got the man, you got the career, you got the money, you got the status, you got the attention. What more could you possibly want, honey? I'm gonna need for you to work on that.
Ali has always been kind of envious of me. I'm just so accomplished in women's boxing, and she never got that due diligence and that respect. So to see me getting it kind of pisses her off. So you look at who she fought. Her biggest test was freaking Vonda Ward, and I'm not into tearing another black woman down. This is just another example of the older hating on the youth.
Now, you just like sleeping with other people's husbands, but you don't like tearing other women down. Girl, stop contradicting yourself and stop playing games.